I'm going to try and keep on top as best as I can with these uploads and all that. I have a lot more important business that I need to deal with, so I'm just trying to keep on top as best as I can. So anyways, this video is going to be compiling of 2 weeks worth of films, so you're going to have a lot more of me talking about films. So let's get into the first one, shall we? The first is Shazam. One of the better DCU films, has a lot of heart, tons of funny moments, a good story, likable characters, and a fun climax, as well as a compelling arc for Billy to overcome with his desire to find his mum. In contrast to finding a family who cares for him like no other. It's a good watch, and I have more fun with it than most of the other DCU films. It's a good time. Here's a live-action short film called Lights Out. The whole thing was tense. The lighting and the cinematography was really well executed and really added to the scare factor. I was waiting for something truly horrifying to scare me beyond repair. Then the monster showed itself, and I just laughed at its face as it turned off the lights. It's a good short, and I can see why this was made into a feature film, but it shouldn't have shown the monster's goofy face. The best type of monsters are the ones where they don't show the monster outright. I mean, sure, we know what the alien looks like, we know what the xenomorph looks like, but part of what made it so scary was us not knowing what it looks like. And it just didn't work, especially the ending, but it's a good short. Here's one of the short films I was required to watch during my course, Duo. There's not much to say here. I like the synchronism with the two dancers matched with the contrasting colors to make it a compelling watch. I found the story very interesting, and the music was interesting and decent enough. I liked it. Next is A Dead Horse. This is a dark one. One moment, a wolf gets skinned alive. The next, you're having the dead horses and the remaining wolf howl at the moon. This all happened in the short. It's crazy, yet it's really well done, and I really enjoyed it. I liked it. If I had to recommend any of the shorts over these past 2 weeks for you to watch, I'd choose 2. The first one would be this one, The Procession. It's beautiful. The monochromatic color palette with the pink makes the whole ordeal a visual wonder to watch. The story is heartbreaking yet beautiful. The whole thing about a woman revealing her feelings about her husband as she's dead, her true undying love for him after they were in a fight and she drove off in her car, leading to her crashing the car then dying. It's tragic because for him, he's led to believe she left him after they were in a fight. And it tears us up, and we tear up for him because we know that she was unequivocally in love with him. And to see him breaking down in tears at the end, thinking that she didn't love him, it was heartbreaking, it was tragic. It's one of my teacher's favorite films, or even favorite short films, quite frankly. God, it's so powerful stuff. It's tragic, yet it's so beautiful at the same time. Again, please go watch this. It's on ABC iPlayer. I'll double check this, but it was on there. Go watch it. It's so good. Under the Boardwalk. Who thought a West Side Story about singing New York crabs and New Jersey crabs and stuck-up fancy crabs from the sea with Michael Cera in it would be entertaining? It's the standard Romeo and Juliet story you've seen thousands of times, but it's done in an entertaining way. I like the big meathead crab having an arc of not being so prejudiced against sea crabs. The main duo romance is sweet, with Michael Cera having a decent arc of not letting your fears get the best of you. It's not high quality, but it's a nice film, and it's a musical as well, so if you want to watch another musical, go ahead. The songs are actually pretty decent. Seventh Son. Why is it that no adaptation aside from Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and the Hunger Games, and any other book adaptations turned into films that I can't think of right now? Why can't no one else can get their adaptations right, as well as being high quality, good cinema and entertaining, not the standard stuff that you think of Twilight and all that. But yeah, it's why can't we just have something that's not stale, boring, and predictable? This isn't really anything special. I like the romance between the seventh son and the witch. Jeff Bridges does a Tom Hardy impression of Bane in his character. Tusk is best character. We stand Tusk here. But aside from that, it's just your standard fantasy adventure serial. I wish it was something more, but hey, we can't get everything in life, I guess, so. Oh well. Grandpa was romantic. The ending sells the whole thing. It's charming throughout, thinking it's a nice love story between grandparents. Only by the end, it is about how grandpa is an adulterer. And and the grandma calls him a stupid, useless, cheating. What a way to end the film. It has good looking animation and a decent narrative, but the ending, man. We all cracked up when we heard that for the first time. Make and Mend Do. This is the other short I wanted you to watch. You don't show an unequivocally beautifully made film about the love life of a grandma and how in love she was with her husband, and not make me give it a perfect 10 out of 10. Why is this so well animated? It's all mixed media with so much visual wonders, so much time and effort, with so much different types of animation that it had to it had to been done, been doing so much planning to get it correct perfectly. It was done so well. Go watch it for yourself, please. I'll try and link all the stuff in the description below for whenever I can. Wipe your tears on my ears. Whilst I was confused by the events that are happening on screen, I understand that it's a sweet film about the bond between your pets and yourself. That's pretty much it. Poles Apart. This was a feature film made by a television company. No, not feature, a short film made by a television company. The dynamic between the two bears is so charming, and it adds to the chemistry between the two. The animation is infectious, and the dialogue is so joyful to watch and listen to. I like the heart between the bears, and the ending was sweet. They got Helena Bonham Carter to voice the polar bears. That's really cool. Yeah, it's a good short. I liked it. In Harmony is next. Somehow they managed to make body horror charming. And the music, paired with the visuals, makes an endearing ending. The great guy didn't need to take it that far, though. He was just being a bully. I liked it. It was sweet and had a nice ending. Fahrenheit 451, 2018. Yes, it's 2018. Despite its best efforts, I don't think this adaptation did the book justice. Saying that, I haven't read the book, so I don't know the accuracy of this compared to that. But still, it feels hollow despite its message being incredibly important. The acting was fine, but there wasn't anything substantial about any of them to really get a firm idea of what's compelling or interesting or not. I only really was compelled by Montag and BT's relationship and how 16 years of trust, brotherhood, and friendship faded away because one was swept up by brainwashing and the other had from awakening yet having a confused mind. Despite me not knowing if the events do happen in the book, I would have rather had a downer ending where the bird didn't get released into the wild with the Omnis. That would have given more urgency for us to change our future before we're living in 1984. Though all that ending thing is probably me acquainting this story to 1984 due to me actually having read the book instead of watching the movie first. And I think the downer ending of 1984 worked a lot better with that story. But even then, I feel like a more downer ending where everyone is just glued to the interweb now, I think that would have given a much more urgent feeling for us to take action and all that. Overall, it's just a nothing adaptation, even though it should have been so much better than nothing. The final film is The Mummy, 1999. A fun film from the 90s, and a film that I've been recommended to watch by my mum for so many years. It's great. It's a lot of fun, tons of action, a fun adventure, interesting characters, and a good story. What more could you want? What more could you want? Brendan Fraser, you deserved so much better than what you got. Alright, review time for each of the films. So, first one, Shazam. I'd give that a 9 out of 10. Lights Out, a 7 out of 10. Duo, an 8 out of 10. Dead Horse, a 7 out of 10. The Procession, a 9 out of 10. Under the Boardwalk, a 7 out of 10. Seventh Son, a 6 out of 10. Though I feel like I might give it a 5, actually. It's not really that good, let's be honest. Grandad Was Romantic, an 8 out of 10. Mend and Make Do, a 10 out of 10. Wipe Your Tears on My Ears, 7 out of 10. Poles Apart, 9 out of 10. In Harmony, 8 out of 10. Fahrenheit 451, 6 out of 10. Though again, I'll probably bump that down to a 5. Maybe even a 4. And The Mummy, a 8 out of 10. Well, that's pretty much it for me for this video. I'll hopefully try to keep things more consistent for next week. But yeah, anyways, that's it for today's video, everyone. I want to say thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment down below of what other films you would recommend me to watch in the future. But that's the end of today's video. I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Have a good one.